Hi friends, welcome to my channel, and this is 19th video in Veeam advanced training. And today in this video I am going to show you how to create and perform planned failover in Veeam Backup and Replication. So from name this planned failover you can understand we can plan our failover or at given scheduled time, and then the automatically plan is failover is going to be happened on the schedule which we are going to give in planned failover to start. So let's see what is we have in this demo environment and lab setup. So this is my lab setup for this environment. So you can see from here we are using 5 servers. The first machine is Win2K12 DC01, which is my Active Directory server. If I go here, you can see this is my Active Directory server Win2K12 DC01. Domain name is victorinfosol.com and having Active Directory and DNS role. And go to tools, you can see the Active Directory users and computers. Then we have India view. Under India we have server view, which having all the servers. Then we have servers VMs, which having virtual machines. So the second machine is Win2K12 Veeam, which is our Veeam server, Veeam Backup and Replication server. So let's go here, and I'm going to open Veeam Backup and Replication console and then connect. So this is my Veeam Backup and Replication server, Win2K12 Veeam. This is in same domain. So, and next we have a standalone Hyper-V host which is running VM01 and 02. So this is Hyper-V standalone server. The name of the server is Win2K12 HV01. So this is, you can see the Veeam console. So this is my standalone Hyper-V host Win2K12 HV01. So if I go to Hyper-V manager, you can see we have VM01 and 02 running on this machine, and then we have a replica copy of VM03 and 04 which is running on cluster. And the last we have 2 node Hyper-V cluster, which is HV cluster, on which VM03 and 04 is running. So let's verify this server also. So I'm going to open a failover cluster manager. From there we can see the virtual machines. So HV cluster hyphen cluster. So we have 2 virtual machine here, 03 and 04, and then we have nodes, 2 node Hyper-V cluster, HV02 and HV03. So this is our infrastructure which we are going to use in this demo. So now I'm going to create a planned failover in Veeam, and then we are going to perform this. So for example, we have a scheduled downtime for these 2 virtual machine at certain given time. So I'm going to shut down these 2 virtual machine for now, and then we can plan the failover. So I'm going to shut down. So we need to make sure during the failover when we are planning, the virtual machines are not available at the given time. That's why we are planning to have a planned failover. So I have shut down these 2 virtual machine, and now I can go to here on home page, and then we have a failover plan. Then I can go here and Microsoft Hyper-V, and then I can select like VM01 and VM02 failover to HV cluster. So description I can put here, failover due to power outage for Win2K12 HV01. So there are a number of reasons why you need to have a planned failover. So in my case, I'm going to have a planned power failure for this server. So that's why we are going to move this machine on another node. So I'm going to click on next, and then we have a select option. So I'm going to select from Replica, and I'm going to select these 2 virtual machine which I am having, and then we have a delay option. We can set the delay. So I'm going to set the delay for 10 seconds, and then 20 second, and then apply. And then you can also move one up and down. So let's example, for example, I'm going to power on this machine first, then VM2, so it's good, and we have set this. And now you can click on apply, and then we have one failover plan is ready here, and you can either start to certain given time, or you can start now. So what I'm going to do, for example, this Hyper-V host is powered off now, and this is the correct time to move the virtual machine to the another failover, planned failover. So I'm going to do the planned failover now because my Hyper-V host is down now. So I'm going to have this to start, and then it's going to, you can see status is starting, and now it's going to power on these two replicated virtual machine on Hyper-V cluster. So it's going to wait for 10 seconds before next VM starts. So you can see this is started now, and now it's going to start the second virtual machine. So you can see VM01 replica is powered on now, and it's booting, and you can see the second virtual machine is also on, which we can see from here. So both the virtual machines has been powered on, and due to plan failover to the other host. So we can see here the plan failover is completed, status completed, and number of virtual machines too. So this is good. And now you can see from replication we are running two replica copy from this job, and you can see the ready state, its machine has been moved from ready state. So now just assume the power has been restored for HV01, and we need to get these virtual machine back to the source Hyper-V host. So let's wait for this Hyper-V host to come online, then we can fail back to the actual machine. So we have undo failover and fail back to the production. So I'm going to do this, just wait for this Hyper-V host. So Hyper-V host is now back, and we can go and launch the Hyper-V console to see virtual machine status. Now you can see both the machine is power off, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this machine to fail back to production, and this is, you can see the machine name and the size and the original location. So I'm going to do the failback and fail back to original VM, and I'm going to select this quick rollback sync change block only. So this is going to only verify the blocks which was changed, and it's going to fail back. So it's going to verify VMs, and then we have a power on target VM after restore. So yes, so original location name is this and target location is this, and then we have a host. So I'm going to run this activity. Now it's going to restore this failback started, and it's going to power on this virtual machine and power on the Hyper-V host. So you can see the status, retrieving replica configuration, replica video has been registered to this machine, and then synchronization has been completed, and now it's comparing the disk. So this is going to take some time because it's going to compare all the disk data which was changed since last backup, state of the virtual machine. So now it's, you can see, syncing the replica disk, and it's going to take some time. So we need to wait for a few seconds here, or few minutes, depending on the how much data has been transferred, and how much data has been changed in the virtual machine since the last state. So sometime it's completely depend on the data. size which was changed from last backup. Also you can see the status of the data transfer here from your network utilization. You need to go to the check this network utilization on a Hyper-V host itself. So you can see the traffic is not really generating, so it must be completed, and it's going to just verify the blocks. Now you can see it's almost taken 2 minutes to get the VM sync, and then it's power off Replica VM. So now you can see the state of this virtual machine has been powered off. Now creating failback restore point and synchronizing VM configuration file, and then it's doing the final sync for delta sync for hard drive, and then it's good, and then powering on the VM replication in progress. So it's just, you can see the machine has been powered on now, so it's good. And now it's going to move this virtual machine from here. So failback completed, and if I go and close this, you can see it's still processing. So now you can see this machine has been failback, and I'm going to perform same on this machine. So I'm going to fail back to the production on original VM. And I'm going to select this quick rollback, and power on the target VM after restore. So click on finish, and now it's going to do the same process for second virtual machine, which is VM02 underscore replica. So we have to wait for few seconds or few minutes here. You can see the comparing the target disk has been started. And now it's syncing the drive size, replica disk. So it's going to take some time here. So I'm going to pause the recording for around 2 minutes, and then going to resume this video again. So you can see the disk sync is completed, and power of replica VM is also completed. Replica VM is now powered off, and creating failback snapshot, and now syncing the delta replica disk. That's going to take only few seconds here, and then we have a power on replica VM02. So it's going to power on. Now we can see the virtual machine has been powered on. So this is good. So now this is completed, and you can see we have created a planned failover, and then we have recovered to failback. And now finally, if you want, you can go and do the undo failover, and then it's going to move these virtual machines to ready state. So undo failback is running. And all the virtual machine is now available and ready for any further task from replicas. So this is all how we can perform a planned failover, and how we can schedule the planned failover and revert back the failover. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe me for more videos. And if you have any query, any question related to this video, you can always post them in my given mail IDs. Thank you once again. Bye bye.